Northpark tonight. Diane is telling me I need to say who I am.
I think she's just a little girl, but she's not. She's the big boss of Neiman Marcus.
This woman needs no introduction, but I'm Karen Katz, and I'm the broken voice CEO of Neiman Marcus, and we are delighted that all of you have joined us. It's such an event when we can get the Diane von Furstenburg to come out to our stores. I have been quoted many times saying, I have the biggest girl crush on this woman. She is my hero. And she has done more for the fashion business, for women in power than anybody that I know. And I can call her my friend, and I can call her a mentor. And she's just an incredible woman. And we're happy that she's here tonight with us. She wants to say a few words. I think everybody knows who this guy is. The one and only Ken Downing. So,
well, I have to tell you, when I was just with Diane last night in Los Angeles at her home, she threw a beautiful dinner for the CFDA Vogue Fashion Fund contestants, which were on a television show together. So tune into Ovation TV because it all unfolds in 2 weeks. But I want to tell you a brief little story. When I was 8 years old, my mother brought me to meet a designer in Seattle at a department store because I wanted to work in fashion. The most glamorous, the most exotic woman I had ever met in my entire life, with wild hair, a crazy accent, and legs that I remember like it was yesterday. I was so scared as I was pushed up to the table, and this amazing woman said, darling, what can I do for you? I said, I want to work in fashion. And she said, my darling, you will. And can I tell you, she was the inspiration at a very early age why I set out on my path to do what I do and why I love doing what I do at Neiman Marcus. And so with that, I have to say the woman who really started it all with my mother, who was so smart to bring an 8-year-old boy to a personal appearance at a department store, the incomparable, the glamorous, the generous, and the most amazing woman other than Karen Katz, my CEO, Diane von Furstenburg.
So I don't know, what time is it? Good evening. I left, as Ken told you, last night. He was at my house in Los Angeles. We had a very nice evening for the CFDA Vogue Fund contestant. Then this morning at 5 a.m. I woke up very early. I went to San Antonio. I made a speech for the women of the world. And now I am here in Neiman Marcus. And it just reminded me that I came to Neiman Marcus the first time many, many decades ago. Almost, well, I guess 40 years ago. And I was very intimidated. I was a young girl from Europe, a young princess, as a matter of fact, and with a few little dresses. And people thought, who is she? And why those dresses? What's so special about those dresses? And then I spent a lot of time in fitting rooms, and I dressed just about every woman in Dallas and in Texas and in America. And what I can tell you about the Dallas women is that they are actually the most beautiful women in America. And I don't know whether it is the milk, the beef, the air, whatever it is, the air condition, but it's something. Anyway, so this year is a big year for me because it is we are celebrating the 40th anniversary of this little dress called the wrap dress. And when I created the dress many years ago, I had no idea that that dress would last and last and last. And every time there's a new generation of young hot girls, and they discover it, and now they discover the little the hot romper and the long wrap. And so in January, we had a big exhibition in Los Angeles at LACMA. And from that exhibition, there will be a big book called The Journey of a Dress that Rizzoli will launch in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, I'm also launching a memoir that I wrote called The Woman I Wanted to Be. and I put my soul into it. So if you read it, you will understand. And so that is what is happening. I also have a TV show that is launched in 2 weeks on November 2nd on E at 10 o'clock. And it's called The House of DVF, and it's the story of 8 girls who come into the company, and they learn everything about merchandising, design, and everything, and one of them will become a brand ambassador. So the winner will probably come back here next year and meet all of you. So anyway, I'm here for a little bit, and as you can see all around the middle there, we have so many wrap dresses, all type of wrap dresses. Old one, new one, long one.